Hey guys, so this is going to be my first YouTube video actually aimed towards the public and my first video about Pokemon Go. In this video, as the title states, I'll be evolving the three starter Pokemon into their final forms, evolving two Magikarps into Gyarados, and Dritini into its final form. Dragonite baby, oh yeah. And as an added bonus, I'm also going to be doing a test with my favorite Pokemon of all time, Charmander, and then turned into Charmeleon, and of course, the great Charizard. You see, the Charmander I'll be evolving isn't one I caught in the wild, it's the same one I started the game with. Yup, the one that has a CP of 12. I feel your starter Pokemon is supposed to be one that grows with you, but unfortunately in Pokemon Go, as you come across a stronger version of your starter in the wild, the same Pokemon you started your journey off with gets sent to the professor to be grinded into candy, which is kind of sad. But yeah, so I wish the developers had made the game in a way where your starter Pokemon would get stronger each time you leveled up, but sadly, that's not the case. I have a theory, which is basically that the Pokemon you pick in the beginning of Pokemon Go is the strongest of its type compared to the ones you can catch in the wild. And to test this theory, I'll be powering up my Charmander and comparing his CP position on the bar to the Charmanders caught in the wild before evolving him. And I believe my Charmander will be able to fill up more of the bar at a certain CP when compared to the ones caught in the wild. I wasn't able to come across anyone online or anywhere online of someone who has already tested this with the Pokemon that they started out with the Pokemon they started the game with. So I'm assuming I'm gonna be the first. And as many of you already know by now, Pokemon Go has many hidden stats. Yep, I'm talking about IVs. So IVs stand for individual values, and these hidden stats basically affect how strong your Pokemon is in gym battles, and it goes completely beyond the CP ratings that are in Pokemon Go. So there's definitely more to that CP bar than meets the eye. If you go back to the good old Game Boy days, each Pokemon had different attributes for attack, defense, speed, and I think it was called special or something. But in Pokemon Go, the values of attack, defense, and stamina are all mashed up into its CP. So their actual value is unknown. But there are IV calculators out there to help you calculate their exact value or to roughly get a ballpark estimate. Um, Going back to my Charmander, I've tested my theory by calculating my starter Charmander's IVs and comparing that figure to the ones I've caught in the wild. With Charmanders, some who have had a CP as high as 550, but none of their IVs came even remotely close to my Charmanders. So I turned them all into candy. But this video isn't about IVs; it's about evolving Pokemon. So let's get started. But right before I do that, let me activate my lucky egg. For those of you that know this trick, you get 1000 XP instead of just 500 per evolution. So turn this bad boy on, and now let's start off with evolving Charmander. Oh, just kidding. We're gonna evolve Squirtle first. We're saving the best for last. I'm gonna go down to Squirtle, right over here, and we're gonna evolve him. Here we go. And there we go. We got Wartortle. And now, once this loads, we're going to be turning this guy into a Blastoise. Evolve. Good times. So many of you might be wondering why it's not being registered in the Pokédex. So I've already um, I've already gone ahead and caught a Wartortle and a Blastoise, which I ran into in San Francisco by the Caltrain station. So there we go. Got a Blastoise that knows Water Gun and Ice Beam. Alrighty, next up, let's evolve Bulbasaur. I think I said Pokédex. It's Pokédex. Uh, First video, kind of nervous, but yeah, here's the Blastoise I caught in the wild, and there's the one that I just evolved. Cool. So back to Bulbasaur. I got a few there, but this one has the best IV. Oh yeah, that Squirtle had an IV rating of 91%, by far the strongest of any of the Squirtles I've seen or caught. So that's why I evolved that. Here we go with the Bulbasaur. We'll be evolving this guy into Ivysaur. It's sad that a lot of people don't pick Bulbasaur as their starter. I think that was also the case with the red version and the blue version, but to each their own. Alrighty, there's Ivysaur, and now to evolve him into Venusaur. I've also just this was Saturday. Saturday, I caught a Venusaur in the wild. I was driving down Fell, and it just appeared. Uh, it just appeared on a lure. Had to pull over and catch that guy. It was pretty cool. Alrighty, Venusaur knows Vine Whip and Solar Beam. Beautiful. And next up, let's evolve Magikarp. We're gonna be scrolling down, 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 down. Here we go. We got two Magikarps. These guys have pretty good IVs. So we'll go ahead and evolve the 172 first. This is going to be my second Gyarados, and third. I evolved one a while back when I was at a lower level, but I think that one's at a 1500 CP rating. Curious to know what this one's going to be at. Maybe over 1800. Let's find out. Ooh, 1856, not bad, and he knows Dragon Breath, and Twister. Alrighty, let's evolve the second one. And you guys are probably noticing that I have a ton of Magikarp candies on my way to work along the Embarcadero. Magikarps pop up like there's no tomorrow. They're all over the place. Probably catch 10ish going to work, 10ish coming back. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Gyarados number 2 knows Bite and Twister, or number 3. Alrighty, next up, let's go to Dritini. So I got a few Dritinis and Dragonairs. I've caught these along the Embarcadero, but by far, this Dritini here is near perfect. I think it has an IV rating of 90ish%. Yep, we're gonna evolve him. So as you can see, it has a CP of 658. The strongest one I already have is 947. I have a feeling this is going to be much higher than that. Let's find out. This is going to be my first Dragonite, so I'm super thrilled. I'm definitely getting registered to the Pokedex. And yeah, let's see what we get. Curious to see how much CP Dragonair is going to have. And IVs also do get transferred over when you evolve Pokemon, so they don't change. So it has an IV of 1178, definitely much higher than the 947 one. And let's evolve him into Dragonite. Oh man, exciting moment. It's gonna feel good to have a Dragonite. Bam! Dragonite's a beast, and supposedly supposed to be one of the strongest Pokemon in the game. There he is, getting registered to the Pokedex. Cool, cool. Ooh, 2371. He knows Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. Pretty pumped. 2371, baby. Definitely the strongest Pokemon I have so far. Can't wait to use this guy in a gym battle. Alrighty, next, I've been saving the best for last. It's time to power up my Charmander, compare how much of his CP bar is filled up versus one at a similar CP rating caught in the wild, and then turn that bad boy into Charizard, baby. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, I'm actually supposed to scroll up. Alrighty, so these are the Charmanders. Here's my starter. And for comparison, we got this one here. That's at 130, caught in the wild. This one's 343. And the next one over is 549. So we're going to start off by powering this guy up. I have not powered up a single Pokemon since I've started the game. I've been saving all my Stardust for Charmander, Charmeleon, and then Charizard. I know it's probably best to power him up once it's evolved, but for the sake of this test, to compare him with the 130 and the 343, we're going to do that right here before we evolve him. So let's power this guy up. Nice. 25. Looks like we got quite a ways to go here. Power him up again. 38. It's moving up. And we're going to power him up one more time. Nice. And actually a lot more times. Wish there was a faster way to do this. Cool, so he's at 78 right now. Keep powering him up. The other one's at 130, so let's keep going here. Make sure I had enough Charmander candies here to last through this test and the evolution. Uh-oh, wrong button. Power up again. So 130 and 131. We're going to slide through. So they're pretty much, seems like at the same, oh, actually, here's mine, 131, 130, pretty much looking like they're the same. This swiping sucks with this new update. Next one up, we have, oops, that was the wifey. We got 343, so let's actually turn this into do not disturb mode. And let's keep going until we get to 300. Maybe they might be the same, but again, the IVs that I found earlier, I mean, they don't even remotely come close to the IVs of this Charmander here. We're gonna keep going. Like I said, I wish there was a faster way to do this, but there isn't. So sorry guys, bear with me here. I'm gonna keep going. So I've heard that a way to get a near perfect starter Pokemon is by hatching them. Haven't been able to test that myself yet. Um, but yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what people discover. So we're at 301. That Charmander's at 343 here. So we're gonna keep going. Definitely not powering him up the whole way. I think I'm gonna stop somewhere along 300-ish. So 338. Keep going. 351. Okay, so 351 is there, 340 is there, so it seems like compared to this guy, my Charmander definitely has more growth potential. So that's my starter Charmander, and this 343 seems like he's more far along the scale. Next one up I have is 549. That is definitely a much, much longer way to go. I think I'm gonna hit. Oh, let's power him up a little more. Why not? I have a lot of candies here and a lot of Stardust. Keep going. Let's see. Alrighty. Cool. 400. And over here we're at 549. So let's see here. I'll keep going a little more. So make sure I still have 125 for the evolution there. Otherwise, it would suck if I don't have enough candies to turn into Charizard. Alright. So 451 and 549. Maybe I'll go up to 500. Let's keep powering them up. Man, Charmander's getting strong there. A little more to go to get him to. Alrighty. So 501, 549. Definitely seems like he'll be slightly stronger. Another thing to notice is the HP. Pretty close. 501's a good number. We're going to go ahead and evolve this bad boy. Alrighty. There he goes. Charmander's story so sad of how his original trainer dumped him, which is why I kind of wanted to keep him and, I used him for Charizard rather than the ones caught in the wild. Did not have a Charmeleon, so that's a first. 834. Alrighty. Let's power him up a little bit. Bam. 854. Let's power him up one more time. And 875. Nice odd number. And here we go. Time to turn this guy into Charizard, baby. Waited some time for this. Oh yeah, there he goes. Bam! Charizard, baby. Oh, he looks so awesome. Can't wait to use it. Can't wait to use him in the gym. Man, that's awesome. Definitely more excited at the Charizard than I am at Dragonite. He knows Ember and Flamethrower. Alrighty. Not as strong as Dragonite, but definitely my favorite Pokemon. So glad to have Charizard on the team. Yeah, looks amazing. Man, he's a beast. Alrighty, so before I go, just want to point out one thing I noticed. So I was on in the App Store. This is the Pokemon Go page, and as you guys can see here, there's two Charmanders there. So I'm just looking at that picture. I'm like, this place looks awfully familiar. So that's the picture from Pokemon Go's App Store image, and here's the picture I took of me at that exact same location with two Charmanders popped up. There is Pokemon Go's App Store image, and again, there's my image. That is Cupid Span in San Francisco, right along the Embarcadero. Charmander span there, you know, sometimes in twos, sometimes in threes. I'm gonna say every 30 to 40 minutes, if not more or less. Um, but yeah, that's where you gotta go. Cupid Span to get Charmanders. A Squirtle nest can be found at Fort Mason, and Bulbasaurs are all over Chrissy Field. So alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Stay safe and happy Pokemon going.